Hello everyone, and welcome back to a short Doctor Who news video. I wasn't planning on uploading today, but something caught my attention that I just thought was a little bit interesting, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. Obviously this is going to be a very chill video, so sit back, relax. I'm going to be telling you about this little thing that's been going on, and subscribe if you're new. Also, just want to note that the previous video is still, at the moment, demonetized. I think there's a review going on to see whether it's fair use, so the money for that is being held in escrow, so I didn't actually make any money off that. So if you do want to support the channel, I never promote it, but there is a Ko-Fi page if you're interested in that. It's a little extra way of helping me out. No pressure at all. I don't normally do it. The only reason I bring it up is because, well, YouTube aren't paying me for that one. So I thought, may as well mention it here. But of course, no pressure at all. Subscribing and just watching is all I really need. But let's just talk about this, shall we? You can't keep me away. I'm a glutton for this stuff. I love talking about it. So, over on Georgia Tennant's Instagram, she made the following post. Georgia Tennant Official, on her Instagram story, shares a DM exchange with her husband, David Tennant. The exchange shows a coat hanger with the 10th Doctor brown suit, shirt and tie, and David saying, "Time to get it back on." To which Georgia responds, "Already taken it to Oxfam, only way to stop you." Now this is very funny for a couple of reasons. For one thing, I just generally really find David and Georgia together just really cute and really funny, and this is just another one of those instances. But it's interesting, of course, because pretty much everyone is expecting David Tennant to be in this special at this point, and I think David knows that. And by extension, Georgia will know that. So posting this with David saying, "Time to get it back on," and her jokingly saying, "I'm already taking it over to Oxfam," which if you're an international viewer, Oxfam is a charity organisation here in the UK, is interesting. The timing of this is interesting. Now it could just be, as Doctor Who Production News said, this could just be teasing like a charity auction type thing, potentially, which would be interesting and obviously always nice to see. I definitely wouldn't win it because it would probably go for an obscene amount of money. Can you imagine the full 10th Doctor suit? However, it is worth noting that Georgia Tennant frequently will, let's face it, lie in order to make sure that people don't know that David is doing various things as it relates to his various roles, which I'm not calling her out for because it's exactly what you should do, you know, NDAs and stuff. But obviously, most recently, you'll remember when people were saying David was filming Doctor Who the 60th, she was saying that he was picking the kids up, which obviously turned out to be a lie. He was filming Doctor Who, and when he was in costume for his birthday, she was saying, "Oh no, he always dresses like that," when in reality they were filming for the Children in Need special, the Destination Skaro, which was actually filmed much after the actual anniversary special themselves. So let's just say there is a history here of, you know, them kind of teasing something, maybe, but kind of like trying to like hide it through a veneer of, no, this is just a meme, or this is just a joke, or this is just us having it fun. Again, it may just be that. However, if I'm allowed to get my tinfoil hat on for just a second, could this mean more than we know? Because, of course, notably here, the costume he's showing is the 10th Doctor one, not his more recently worn 14th Doctor one. Now, it might just be that he has that in his house, which, like, that's awesome, but if again we are to get slightly conspiratorial, could this be a hint towards maybe 14 not being the only Tennant to return, i.e. potentially a 10th Doctor or perhaps a 10th Doctor variant, i.e. the Meta Crisis, also returning alongside Billie Piper for Christmas. Incredibly speculative, I know, but these little Instagram stories, as weird as they sound, do have precedence for indicating something for the future. Again, It could just be absolutely nothing. But when has that ever stopped us from speculating? But I find it interesting because, like, they know full well we're all expecting him to come back. And him cheekily saying, time to get it back on, with her saying, already taken it to Oxfam, that's the only way of stopping you. Kind of playing into the joke that he always wears it, or he's always, you know, being the Doctor. The timing is very interesting. Obviously, the special shouldn't be being filmed for a while yet. I haven't spoken about this, but Billie Piper recently got cast in a new project, which is set to start filming imminently, I believe. And of course, she's also got Wednesdays too, so I'm not expecting special filming for this to happen for another couple of months. But that doesn't mean, you know, that there can't be conversations being had and potentially, you know, looks at like costumes and various other things like that. You know, these things do have to be thought about in advance, and there will be, you know, talks and, you know, messages back and forth about things. So I'm just saying, it's not an impossible thing that this could be a tease for something. Could be absolutely nothing. Let me make that incredibly clear. But it might not be. And isn't that just what this is all about? Listen, if the Metro could get a full-on article out of it, then you'll forgive me doing a short YouTube video about this. But, you know, if they can get away with it, why can't I? At the end of the day, it's January. It is slim pickings for news topics or just video topics in general at the moment. Although I will say, RIP to Marcus Gilbert, I just remembered as well. Terrible to hear about that from, I believe it was Battlefield he was in, wasn't it? Let me double check. But yeah, rest in peace to him. Very sad. As always, very, very sad. They also make the point in that article as well of showing a picture of David Tennant for that 20 years of Christmas Invasion thing as well. So he's even been back, you know, in the studios fairly recently. So I'm not ruling it out. And I said at the time, you know, would they take the time to get him out there just to talk for a few minutes about the Christmas Invasion? Maybe. I mean, Tennant probably would do it. Let's be honest, he loves talking about Doctor Who, but it may also be that he was there for something else as well. I said that at the time. But anyway, whatever your thoughts, do you think there's something to this, or do you think it is me just being a conspiracy theorist? Whatever your thoughts are, drop them down in the comments below. Let's talk about it. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.